Alrighty, welcome to Never Tell Me the Odds, brought to you in part by our weekly sponsor, youtube.com/CaptainSparkles2, where you can find hours upon hours upon hours of live stream VOD content. So if you happen to like Minecraft and lots of it, you may enjoy it. Feel free to check it out, link in the description. Let's start off with number 19 over here, Double Cap. I've never seen that in my entire life, let alone a photo of it. Oh my God. Imagine your surprise when you just can't get the top to open and the tab snaps off and you're like, what the heck? And then you're so determined. You want your soda so badly that you grab a knife and you start prying the dang thing open, only to see that there's another lid underneath. This is crazy. Wow. Gutter ball question mark? Damn, that's a nice hit. Oh God. Okay, Jesus. All right, I realize, now he's going to get a strike, obviously. Don't do that. I get that there's always just a very, very slim chance that it's somehow going to work out and look cool. But also, when it doesn't, you're breaking things. And you also, he did smack the edge of the gutter right there. Even though it's crazy it turned out this way, don't do this. Imagine that bounces some other way and hits a kid in the face. Realize the odds of that are even less because they'd have to come back, but still, just don't do it. And the top comment is imagine being the owner of that place. This would grind my gears. I'm mixed on that one. Bill landing on its side. Probably stick to coins in the future. I mean, who really flips bills? There's definitely a higher chance of that happening with a bill, but really, it's gonna float through the air. It might just not even turn at all. There's a possibility that happens, in which case, this is dumb. Why? There's a reason it's called a coin toss, not a bill toss, you weirdo. Although I did actually read this Ask Reddit thread a few days back, where it was what has happened to you that's as improbable as winning the lottery, but just you didn't win the lottery. And there was one person who left a comment saying that they were staying at this cabin in the woods and they needed to get firewood, but the firewood was underneath the deck. It was kind of spooky horror movie. So they did a coin flip as to who was actually going to go retrieve the firewood. And the coin landed on its side. And they were this is a bad omen. We're just not going to go grab the firewood. So I guess that's the only reason they lived. The coin saved them. So move on to a rabbit with other rabbit on his nose. Oh, it took me a moment. It's too bad the rabbit will never actually appreciate what's going on there. Although you gotta wonder if there's ever been an animal with such a realistic looking hair color marking that it actually is thought it's had another animal permanently piggybacking on it. How frustrating would that be if you just think there's an animal on you that you can't get off? Would you learn to live with it, or would you just be in perpetual state of scratching it, trying to get it off? I guess it's like animals who chase their tail and somehow. Do they realize that it's them when they're chasing their tail, or do they not? And then they have to grow accustomed to it, and then finally they'll realize, oh, that's me. When I bite it, it hurts. I wonder why that happens. Because it's part of me. Okay, now I get it now. I'm realizing this. Casual dodge. Just how close you were. At least he was wearing his hard hat. I'm sure that would have protected him. That's why you wear a hard hat on the job, because without it, he would have been in trouble. But, those hard hats are pretty resilient. They can take a beating and you'll be okay. This axe throw, completely unintentional, unbelievably amazing. Is this on the new Call of Duty? I haven't played it yet. Oh yeah, dude, we got some theater mode. Dude, this reminds me of the Black Ops cross-map tomahawks from the old days. Yes, and we get the reflection there. And then I just loved how back in the day you could just have an axe that's kind of just falling innocuously, and the handle hits you in the heel, and it's I guess I'm dead now. It's great that you can reflect it off of a riot shield, though. God, can you imagine the throwing arm on that dude that he can reflect it off a riot shield over the roof of a 200-foot tall building off of a solar panel? That solar panel doesn't even crack, by the way. Very resilient. And then the handle hits someone in the foot, and they're just well, my life is over. Congratulations on that. We need some cross-map tomahawk montages. 7-year-old son scoring a goal off a rare triple meg. Is this like a future Premier League footballer here? Oh, through the leg. Oh, through everybody's legs. He just calculated that whole thing. He knew what was going on there. It says America's #1 youth soccer arena. Okay, so I mean, I guess the kiddo is already playing at a pretty high level here, I've got to imagine. Although I'm gonna be honest, that surface looks really, really unpleasant to have to slide on. Oh God. Oh, it looks like just hard concrete that has a little bit of fur on top of it. Oh, that must be terrible. Imagine catching on that. You're just gonna break something. That's awful. Jenna's Instagram. On flight, guy watching The Office. Oh, that's actually funny. I thought maybe she was gonna go up and say hi instead of just, chilling there. I hope that she said hi at some point so that, because that'd be kind of cool. This must happen all the time though. Come on, dude. Like of all the shows somebody be watching on a plane, I bet you The Office is probably one of the highest played, if not the highest played show that people probably queue up on an airplane if they have an iPad or something, or it probably is even in the in-flight library of shows that you can start watching the first season of or something. So this isn't the first time you've seen that. Come on, don't give me that. You must have seen this all the time. Tuna eats seagull by mistake and then spits it out. He's like, this is not what I signed up for. This isn't feathers, gross, ew, disgusting. Seagull's like, I'm never trying to swoop in on a tuna's food again. That was a terrible mistake. Why did I do that? The bait looked so delicious though. I wanted it, but not worth at all. The worst moments of my life. I never want to be trapped inside of a fish's mouth again. At least the fish was nice enough to spit it out. Rocket League. I feel like Rocket League must have the most never tell me the odds kind of moments out of things. Are you just why are you sitting there? Why are you sit? Is this how pro players work? Is they just sit oh, wait. Hold, is this person AFK? Oh, the person's AFK. Oh my God. Okay, so this must be like a game replay and oh my God, there's going to be an AFK goal. We didn't read the title because I didn't realize this is on the Rocket League subreddit, and I was just looking at the video instead of realizing it was a different title. Fred was AFK and scored the opening goal. Yeah, that's okay. That's impressive. Imagine coming back to your game and like hitting to open the scoreboard, and you're like, "I got a goal? But how?" And then thank goodness there's a replay feature so that you can figure that one out. Because yep, that's wild. Fan hits 3/4 court shot in front of MJ. This is an old one. This is very 90s looking right now. It's so interesting how you can tell just from like the footage, people's hairstyles and stuff, that it's 90s. It says $1 million shot on the shirt. Does that mean he actually won $1 million? That's wild. I want to, like, I probably wouldn't make the shot, but I want a chance to win $1 million from shooting a basketball. You'd be paid so much more per shot than anyone else in the NBA. Like, imagine that. You could go tell all those other players, like, I make way more money per shot than you do. Get wrecked. How many 3/4 shots have you made on this arena before? None, I bet. So there you go. You bragging rights forever. Roomba stacking. Are they about to drive on top? Yep. The top one is like, all right, I guess I'm along for the ride now. Oh, that's really interesting, actually. In the night vision infrared, you can see the scans. Look at that. That's really cool, actually. That's almost more interesting to me than the Roomba stacking, is that you can see the sensor spinning around and actually doing the room scans, so it knows its location. You come back to them and you're like, what the hell? Guess we have to check the security camera. Good thing you got the security camera in there. You never would have known how it happened, and it would have forever remained a mystery. Volley basket. I hope that it pings off somebody's face and goes into the baskets. Not off somebody's face, but into the basket, nonetheless. So is that mean of me to hope that it like bounced off somebody's face unwittingly and then just reflected back into the hoop? Would have been kind of funny. I feel like volleyballs aren't that hard. It wouldn't have done any real damage, I don't think. But I feel like the team that hit it in should actually, get rewarded for doing that. Because that's pretty impressive. You got to admit. But at the same time, though, if it's the team who hit it into the basket that got rewarded, then everyone would try to do that. So maybe it should be the opposing team who gets rewarded if you can reflect it off of a human. Everyone just starts going for each other's faces. You just get an automatic win if that happens. None of their feet are touching the floor. I guess you're not wrong. I like how this is probably something that nobody would have noticed. This is very mildly interesting. In fact, I'm surprised it's not like top of the week on that subreddit, because generally it's things that you'd see this photo, you'd be like, I don't know why I'm analyzing this so closely. No real reason, but upon analyzing it closely, they are all in the air. And then you tell your friend about it, and your friend would be like, okay. Why were you staring that intently at this random photo of basketball? And you'd be like, I can't really answer that one for you. But you know what? I bet part of the internet will appreciate it. I bet someone could calculate the least common multiple of all these different people's strides and the odds of this happening at any given moment. It might be higher than you think. 1 in a million shot. All right. Have we got more? Oh my goodness. I actually think that I've seen this before on Twitter from one of the many Call of Duty people, which I follow. I think this is a bit of an oldie. Never in a million years would I have thought that I wouldn't be able to identify which Call of Duty something is. So there's a part of me that misses the PDTS days. Some nostalgia. Simpler times, man. Simpler times. I never even hit a quad then. Never hit a quad. This was a quad, right? I'm pretty sure it was a quad, yeah, it was a quad. Quad! It's an old reference. I hope you got it. Just making more trees. This just gives me anxiety. Could a tree grow upside down? It couldn't, right? There's no way that would actually work. I don't know how trees fully work. And if, I assume that there's infrastructure at the bottom with the roots that is not present at the top. Like the branches can't also act as roots, but it would be really cool if that's something you could do. Just there's a professional tree trimmer out there who just multiplies trees, and he just ensures that they fall perfectly, so much so that they self-plant upon impact and then just grow a brand new tree. Okay, well, that's it for the last month of Never Tell Me the Odds. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more of these. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And sub to Captain Sparkles 2 if you feel like it and you like Minecraft. All right, I'll see you next time.